We had a homily this weekend where the priest made a great point in saying that he worries sometimes that we believe the right things, abortion's wrong, but really that's quite easy to believe.
Yes.
Like once you've come to believe that, it just kind of becomes part of the background. Like nothing's really required of you unless, maybe you get somebody pregnant or you yourself become pregnant and you don't want it. Like there are many of these things that kind of make us look good. Like I'm against abortion,
right,
or I believe in the Eucharist, or I believe that the Pope is the visible head of the church. And in a sense, these things are easy to believe. What's bloody difficult is what you're talking about. Love your wife, anticipate her needs, like be attentive to your children. Don't be merely attentive to yourself. Don't be frantic. Be calm, be at peace. Right. This is like a daily thing that's really hard. So just like we maybe accuse the left of virtue signaling or group signaling, we can do the same thing. If I do a video about how abortion's wrong, but then I go home and I snap at my kids and I'm all caught up in my head and I don't pray, this is virtue signaling, But this daily mission, this daily adventure.
Yeah, and it becomes far more little, like the little flower. Does God want me to, does he want me to speak at a conference of 10,000 people? Or does he want me to love and comfort my wife today? Child sick, I have a decision, to make. And so the walk of being a disciple is in the details of this, what the world would consider insignificant, because the world is very big into achievement and like on the internet, I want likes. Mm-hmm. But for you and me, you and I are created for love, and we're not going to settle for likes.
Mm-hmm.
We're created for love, and to love deeply, and to receive love, and this takes place in the shadow of the world's Hollywood lights and so forth, and no one sees it. It's like David's mighty men. I don't know if you ever read that back in the Old Testament. It highlights 3 of David's mighty men. And the third one I love. I just love it. The first one, he fought over 800 Philistines. And he has this tenacity in the face of overwhelming odds. And you can imagine fighting, you're on number 110. You think, how much more is this going to go? And 230, come on. 390, come on. And all of a sudden he gets up there, 798, and he has 2 more. And he does it. And he has that tenacity. And then and then I love the second one. This mighty man of David, he fought. And he had a bunch of people with him. But when the battle was on, everybody left him alone. And he fought. And then when he defeated the Philistines, then everyone came back, yay, with the goods and everything.
Yeah.
And of course, we know what that's like. That we're the one that in college we had 5 of us had to work on a project. They all left. I did it. They came back and got the A, as well. But it's the third one that I love, and the third one, it's so beautiful. He was given the charge to guard a bean field.
Yes.
Wow. Hello, And so it says, you're going to guard a bean field. And he's like, seriously?
Am I going to be fighting people in the bean field? No.
I have a PhD. You want that there, And so this is like your children. You have 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3. They're my beanie babies. That's my bean field. This is my bean field. And this is tenacity, and this is love in the face of a seemingly insignificant assignment. But if it's God's bean field, this is a pretty big deal. If John Paul II in his day called up you and says, Matt, I want you to guard my bean field.
Done.
You're done.
Yeah.
What flight, right? But you wouldn't have done it for me.
Probably not. Yeah, that's right.
And so it's whose bean field is it? It's God's bean field. Yay! I'm gonna do that. So if you look at your family and your wife and your home and that's your bean field, I'll guard it. I'll make sure nothing gets in here that's going to harm these children, you know, on the internet or whatever it might be. And would I allow Mick Jagger to spend 2 hours in my daughter's room? No, not going to happen. Why? I'm guarding my bean field. Mm-hmm. And so, no, I'm not going to allow some things to come into the house. I want to be a faithful, bean field guarder.
Gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
It is, yeah.
You know, that my family matters, and the small things really matters. And I do believe that it's doing the small things that brings the greatest joy when you do what you're supposed to do in your vocation. You know, there's nothing like loving your wife and your children, and at the end of the day, that's, wow. It's like the chariots of fire. You know, God made me a husband and a father, and when I do that, I feel His pleasure.
That's right, yeah. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what you thought about the video.